Okay, right. I did my first vlog earlier, and I kind of got on board, and so I wanted to do my. I said it's going to be a few days, but I'm sorry, I'm going to do it now instead. This one's going to be more about the hands I played, and um, and especially one against Aaron, heads up I played, and two hands against Aaron, which I played heads up. Both in element, and the first one was about it was about 2 days ago, and we were playing in a sit and go for it wasn't that just for like $2, and it was one of the key hands which which got him to the short stack. And what happened was I had Jack 10 offsuit, and I'll tell you what he had after. And I was out of position, and I raised with Jack 10, and he re-raised. Interesting. And then I called out of position, which is I guess kind of stupid, but it's heads up, and I like to gamble, and clocking down 6-10. No, sorry, deuce 10 jack. Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. It came deuce 10 queen, deuce 10 queen, and then I checked, and he bet quite a lot because the pot was very big on the end, and I'll tell you how much it was in the end on the river, and I called, and the turn was a brick, and he fired again, and I called with a pair of tens, and I checked, and then and then the river was a brick, and then the pot was 12,000. We both had 20,000 as Dyer's hand, so it was interesting, and I said to myself like he really has pre-flop, so he could have like ace high, like ace jack or ace king, and I would still have that beat because he just had ace high, right? And I bet 5,000 into the pot of 12,000 because I was thinking it could be a value bet bluff, and it could be like a value bet to make him call, because I could have had the best hand there. Could have, because I'm pretty sure he could have had just ace high or maybe sevens or eights, or I can even beat nines there, you know. So yeah, it was a good spot. And the other thing about the bet is because it would confuse a lot of people. I think, like trying to think how to explain this. Like the pot's 12,000. If I bet say 6,500 or 7,000, it seems like an a bit of an obvious value bet maybe, and 7,000 maybe a bit too much really. Into pot 12,000, 6,000 like pretty obvious bet. I think maybe that's what I think. And so 5,000. I know it's a bit not much of a money difference. It's not much of a difference in the money really. It's not really that much difference, but in a way it's a lot different because the way you think of 6,000, exactly half a pot. This could be just an obvious value bet. With 5,000, it makes people think, man, if I fold this, like I'm gonna look stupid because it's only 5,000, and I'm getting good odds here to call. 5,000, you're gonna call 5,000 to win 12,000, and at that stage, even if I got 5,000 off him, he'll be short stacked. He'll only be left with not that much, 8,000, 7,000, something like that. So that was the intention of the bet, and I don't think he would fire there with like ace queen. It's not really. I just don't know, and I just don't think he would. And he called, and he had deuce three. He was trying to call me with a pair of deuces, which is interesting because I I understand why he called, because he probably was thinking, oh, he's just doing this when because he knows I like to do weird bets, and because there was this one hand a few like in the same game, like he bet like 400 and I raised him to like 2,600, and he was I think I like to confuse people a lot, and like to like there was like to just go all in on the river for no reason, and like I'm a very hard, like pretty aggressive. Sometimes I'm not, sometimes I am. Most of the time I am. Um, yeah, I think it's pretty interesting how that game unfolded. I don't know the way it ended. Like I had 8-4 and hit two nines and running around a straight flush. You. Um, yeah. So I wanted this one to be more about hands than anything else, because there was another hand I could try and quickly explain when we were playing cash game, and just heads up. And I had 9-5 offsuit, and the board came King 9 Jack. I think it was like that. It was something along those lines. And he fired. I was out of position, and he fired. I checked. And he fired. And I called. The turn was breaking. He fired again, and the river was brick. And I checked, and the river, and he bet $2.22 and took about six. For about maybe $5, $6, and this was when he bet that was like an $8 pot. Like that's quite a big pot for us. So especially heads up, and he's thinking maybe it's a good value, because I talked to him about the hand after, and he's saying it was probably a value bet. Well, he thinks he was just trying to value bet, make it look like a value bet. Interesting, because it probably was if he had the best hand. But I called with a pair of nines, and yeah, queen high, queen 8 he had, which is interesting, because yeah, it's just very interesting. He played it well, and he just wanted to fire and keep firing, which I would have done. I would have just kept firing, which is really interesting. But yeah, that's my it's my last blog. Next blog, not the last blog, sorry, but the next blog is probably going to be, could be tomorrow, or I don't know. I said it was going to be 2 days when I did it earlier, but I just got a bit bored and just got sick of looking for jobs, I guess. And it's tough, really is tough. And yeah, next one's going to be about cash games, and why I haven't played live cash games, and why I haven't played live tournaments that much, and how live and online is so much different, and how the pros and the cons between it, and what else? Yeah, and follow me on Twitter. Oh my god, I see trees, all capital letters. Oh my god, OMG. Um, I'm gonna keep putting all these blogs on Twitter. If anyone reads them or watches them, sorry, that'd be brilliant. But I definitely will. All right, see you in a few days, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe